everybody. I'm gonna try this like this because I headed over there in the thing, and every time it was facing this way towards the light, and so it does that. See that dark bright thing? I go here and it gets dark. So I'd move and it would get dark anyway. Today's been a pretty decent day. I got 2 days worth of work done in one. It was cool. I got to do this last night and parked and everything, and I had my first drop was about 18 miles down the road and went down and dropped it, and my second drop was 4 hours away, so I went to my second drop, and I got there, stopped off at the Petro and got fuel, and I got there pretty quickly, and then from there my third drop was a couple miles away, made that one, and then I made my fourth one pretty quickly, and I hit my fifth one right around 2 o'clock, 2:20, somewhere in there. And I wasn't really supposed to, they gave me until 4 to get there, and so I was running about 2 hours ahead. So I checked, and my next drop, the 2 drops that were scheduled for tomorrow, were scheduled I was only 30 miles away from both of them. And so I called ahead. I said, hey, if I can get there, would you unload me? And they go, yeah, if you come now, you can be here by a certain time, we'll unload you. So the last one I made, they made an exception for me. And they said, hey, we go home at 5, get here by 5, you'll be fine. So I go to my 6th drop at that point, and on my way there, I got distracted by a classic car on the side of the road that was stranded. I was like, ooh, that's a Vega. I know those. And about the time I got even with the Vega, I realized that was my turn. So I had to go 2.5 miles up, loop back around, and the GPS said I could cut across the median when I came back, but that was a lie. Unless I wanted to be stuck in mud. So I ended up having to go 2.5 miles back down the highway to another overpass and come back and loop around and come back. So I went 10 miles on my way. I got into that place and backed up and everything, and they got me unloaded. It was 2 pallets. They got me unloaded pretty quickly. And then I had 1 pallet for this place that I'm at now. And I called ahead and I said, hey, I'm leaving now. I'm going to be there at 4:58 and 50 seconds or something. And they were like, well, I talked to the guy. And he said he's going to stay here till 5. And then he'll be here till 5. But at 5 he's leaving. So, okay. So I raced over here as quick as I could. And I got here at 4:59 and 20 seconds or something like that. It was basically about the time I said I was going to get here. And I got here and they were waiting for me, and so I turned around, spun around real quick, backed up to the dock, and they unloaded the 1 pallet and signed the paperwork and everything. I said, hey, can I spend the night here? And they went, yep, that's fine, find you a place. Okay. So they have a place over here for me to park. I'm probably gonna park there. I'm not at a truck stop. I could go to a truck stop. I got 3.5 hours left, 3:42, I don't know, almost 4 hours left for the day. I did 317 miles today, 7 drops. Like I said, 2 were scheduled for tomorrow. I could go to a truck stop. I just don't want to. This place is out in the middle of nowhere, which is kind of nice. And I got to pick up about 2 miles down the road from here. I think it's 2 or 5 miles, something like that, down the road in the morning at 7 a.m. And the other thing is, I've been going to the TAs and the Petros. There's a TA nearby. There's 2 Loves, and then there's a Pilot Flying J somewhere nearby. So I could go to one of those, but I've been having some issues with internet access, being able to watch TV and stuff at night when I get parked there. So I decided to stay here. I've got good internet here, and there's a good place to walk the dog. It's all in all, it's kind of a nice little place, I'll be able to look at trees and stuff and not have, everybody else and their dog walking past the truck, and I'm kind of out of the way. And I've been trying to stay at more out of the way places, more mom and pop truck stops instead of the big truck stops, just because sometimes they're better. And I'm slowly starting to build up my my repertoire of acceptable places to go and stay, So there was this one in Iowa, I think it's Iowa, that has a really good Mexican food place. And I was really surprised by it. I can't remember the name of it at this point, and I can't remember where it is in Iowa. But it was really, really good. It's on 29, I think, somewhere. And that was a good place. And that place actually did fill up. So it was one of the rare mom and pop places that fills up. There's a couple of others. Oh, that one behind Molly's, like being able to park behind Molly's up in Utah. That was amazing. And you get other places like that. There's a place in Santa Rosa that you can park. There's a place in Moriarty you can park instead of parking in one of the big truck stops. Lisa's truck stop, that's a good example. So a lot of these places, they tend to have like a little restaurant inside, or they'll have restaurants you can park behind. And the thing is, if you're gonna do it right. If you're gonna park behind a restaurant, like they provide parking or whatever, go in and get something to eat. Okay, just spend the money to do it. If you don't have the money to do it, go somewhere else. But at least try to patronize them a little bit. The biggest deal is, I got a friend that works for a trucking company right now, and he's doing the lease purchase program through them. And I know that was like a complete sidestep from what I was talking about, but hold on, I'm going to get to my point. He's doing a lease purchase program for them, and they just lowered the fuel surcharge that they help him with. So he went from making like $1,200 paychecks to like $700 paychecks pretty quickly. And he said it's absolutely ridiculous. He can make over $1,000 every week and be fine. And now he's making under $700, which is company. That's like driving for company. When I worked for England, it was $400 was my highest paycheck, and that was what I was making at the trolley barn when I left the trolley barn. So for like the third time. Anyway, so I know that a lot of you guys that are out there, that are running company drivers or whatever, you guys probably don't have money to patronize a lot of these places, and that's why you end up at the big truck stops, the big name truck stops, Pilot, Flying J, blah blah blah. 2 pieces of pizza for $5, that's pretty cheap. Don't get me wrong. So but if you got a little money saved up, and everything, and you're gonna park behind a restaurant or whatever, always go in and try to get something. That money that you spend pays to clean up the truck stops. It pays to clean for the trash to be taken out. It pays for the truck stop to be cleaned, swept and cleaned on a regular basis. So I was trying to remember if I threw out my other pizza box. Anyway, so go in and try to do that. And if you park behind a restaurant, try to go in and eat at the restaurant. There are some restaurants that let you park behind them, but try to patronize the restaurant. And that's really what I have to say about that. So, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying these daily vlogs. Kind of talking about my day and everything. It seems to be somewhat therapeutic for me, so I'm probably going to continue doing it. I've been thinking about like what else I could do, besides just ranting into the camera from the driver's seat every day. And I think I'm gonna do like a Monday through Friday. Like I'll take some video with the dash cam Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends I will try, in the time that I have, I'll try to edit them into like a video or something like that, so you can kind of see where I'm going or whatever. Today's Monday. I didn't take any video at all, so I may start doing that next Monday. I may not. I'm gonna try to work on the stuff that I already have. Like I went down US 160 through Colorado, which was really nice. I got a lot of video from that. I went down US 50 in Nevada, which is the loneliest highway in America, so that was really cool. So I kind of want to get that stuff together and kind of show that to you. And then, some other stuff here and there. But I may do that. I may take a couple of videos every day, and like 3 videos every day or something like that. Like cut down to 20 seconds each. I haven't figured it out. So that way you guys can kind of see where I'm going and what I'm doing. But I think the I think the vlogs are something that will probably definitely continue at this point. That's it. I've been talking for 10 minutes by now. So, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to get some rest and watch some TV and generally unwind and get ready to get up early in the morning to go pick up the next load. So, you guys know the drill. See if I can do it. Try to do it. Move the hands. All right. Keep shining that up. See you guys down the road.